What is happening, Toga Peeps? Tuppleton coming at you today with episode 3 of Tupp's Tantrums, and today we're going to actually revisit something we've already covered that I didn't realize until recently when I started looking into the fairy types some more. So we're going to go back into fairy types. So this is going to be episode 3, Fairy Types Part 2. And what we're going to talk about today is, I'll leave a link in the description for this so you don't have to find it on your own, but it is going to be the Bulbapedia listing for the fairy egg group. And this was the egg group long before fairy types were around. This is the Gen 5 fairy egg group. And if we take a look down this list of the Pokemon that are only in the fairy egg type, you go all the way down the list, and there aren't very many of them. Not at all. But we've got Clefairy, Clefable, Jigglypuff, Wigglytuff, Chansey, Blissey. All have been leaked. I've seen it on multiple websites, most that I consider credible, that they are also going to be, all of those will be becoming fairy type, or at least part fairy type, in Gen 6. Now, here's where it starts getting interesting. There are 3 more Pokemon on this list that I have heard nothing of becoming fairy types. One is possibly just an automatic, which is Audino, which is pink and looks fairy-ish. Now, there are 2 more extremely important Pokemon that are near and dear to my heart that are on this list that have had no mention of even possibly becoming fairy type. Plusle and Minun. You heard me right. Only in the fairy egg group, which for those of you who don't know what an egg group is, it is the group that can breed together successfully. And these are the Pokemon that are only in the fairy egg group, because there's a shit ton of other Pokemon that are in the fairy egg group and others. Oof. Some of which have been confirmed to be the fairy types, like Togetic and Marill. And I think that might be it. Oh, Togekiss, but that's the Togepi line. But, yeah. Plusle and Minun. GameStop. Yeah, GameStop, I'm sorry. The reason I'm thinking about GameStop is I had to go to GameStop today because they canceled the tournament they were having for the midnight release of Pokemon Y. Canceled my reservation because I was driving to another city so I could go to this tournament and the midnight release. And I had to go to freaking Walmart, and at least I get this cool Pokemon Y card as a reservation and some movie credits. Woo woo. But side note, Game Freak, you paid attention when I told you Togepi and Togekiss and Clefairy needed to be fairy types. You need to get your shit together again, get in the meeting with your Japanese food and chopsticks and sushi and wasabi, do some shots of sake, and make Plusle and Minun fairy types so they can be even better than they already are. This has been Tupp's Tantrum Episode 3. Game Freak, get your shit together, make Plusle and Minun fairy types. If this happens, you're looking at the man that made it possible. Alright guys, this has been Tuppleton. Catch you on the flip side. Peace out.